Right, Shaun, a very late upset here in Truro. How do you assess that game overall?
We probably should take a deep breath before I talk after what I've just seen, because my players got on a bus at 7:30 this morning, travelled here after a long and disappointing Wednesday in the FA Cup, which we knew we didn't do ourselves justice in, and they've come in and been absolutely magnificent, and we're a miles better team. Even their manager would agree on that, I'm sure. And then to get a decision against us in the last minute of the game, that is an absolute great bit of defending from Rory Williams. It's not a foul. He uses his body, the ball's headed back across, he uses his body to see the ball out, and the referee is the only person in the ground who gives a penalty. That's poor. And do you know what? Days like today, you feel like going, why are we, you know, I've got to go and pick them lads up again. They are absolutely devastated. They've been magnificent today. You know, we're missing players. You know, Dan Wooden's injured. Briggs is still out injured. You know, great to see Billy back on the pitch today. We come here with a young side who've had a right go, and more than a right go, actually should have won the game. You know, we haven't scored. Their keeper's made a couple of great saves. We've missed a couple of good chances, but you know, to get that at the end is scandalous. You know, that decision. I'll send him the video, because that decision is beyond. We shouldn't even be talking about it really. But listen, we got to go again. These boys are unbeaten here, and to play as well as we did and make them look, you know, and cut them apart like we did today. And you know, as I just said to the lads, that's got to be the benchmark week in, week out. The work rate, you know, the pressure on the ball, when we had the ball, some of the play, we caused them loads of problems. And I'm obviously bitterly disappointed, but it is what it is. You know, you can't blame referees and officials, but today you can, because that has never been a penalty, never. Even their bench are laughable.
So moving on to the positives, you alluded to it there. Billy Busari coming on for the last 20 minutes, obviously first time in the league this season. How do you assess his performance, and can we see him potentially start in the next couple of games?
To be fair, he hasn't football trained, been able to. He's fit, he keeps himself fit, as you see, he's in great shape. And when he comes on the pitch, he scares people. He does scare people, but probably 20 minutes was enough for him. Great to get him back on the pitch. He's a massive asset for us, and going forward, he will be. We have to manage them, you know, minutes, because what we don't want him is to pick up another injury, because we've worked him too hard. But you know, it's great to see him back. The performances, you know, from the young lad Nick in goal to the two centre forwards in Pato and Harvey Bradbury, are outstanding. Work the socks off, cause them all sorts of problems all afternoon. How we haven't scored, I don't know, but we're going for that little bit of it at the moment. We're creating lots of chances and not taking them. But you know, every man to a T today, I thought, were outstanding. The midfield boys, Danny Ollins, Rui, Andreas, outstanding. And, you know, Carl Williams, you know, they were fantastic. And, yeah, we go again. We've got to pick ourselves up now, ready for Poole on Wednesday, which is a tough game. And then Northley home next Saturday. 2 home games. We've got to go and try and take advantage of them 2 home games. And, you know, we'll get back on the horse. But, you know, bitterly disappointed, obviously, because I just laugh at it. It's become laughable. Some of the things I'm watching, you know. And people are quick enough to criticise players when they don't perform, but there has to be an element of and a level of refereeing as well, because that's just scandalous. It really is.
And lastly, just touching on Tarburg, we saw him hobble off a little bit there. Is that just a cramp? Or?
Just a tight hamstring. We've had a tough week. We've been sat on a bus for 5 hours today, 6 hours the other day, or whatever it was, and you know, got home late. Obviously, taking 2 lads to the hospital. So, you know, just travel, and I think he just had a bit of a tight hamstring, so just a precaution. But he was fantastic, Bradley, and so did Harry Cav, playing in a different position today. He was good as well. You know, the 2 centre halves were outstanding. I thought, as I say, every single one of them, and that's the frustration. But we'll go again, and we'll pick ourselves up for Wednesday. We'll be in Monday and train and get ready for Wednesday and prepare for Poole. And you know, as I say, try and get back on the horse and try and get 3 points.